As you can see, windows are going in, and you're blurry. Are you blurry, or is that just the fogginess out here? Are you still blurry? Windows are going in, nonetheless. Matter of fact, today, this day started out with like 5 windows, and then by the end of their shift, the fine gentleman that built this, who blast as loud as shit music starting at 6:30 in the morning. Anyways, those guys, they went from 5 windows on this side to all windows installed on this side. Isn't that fun? And so I'm guessing tomorrow is door day, because nobody has a back door yet on their unit. So if you got an apartment on this side, your apartment is ready as far as if you want windows. If you don't need carpet or drywall or fixtures such as a toilet or a sink or anything like that, then you are good. If you don't want a door, like I said, you just want windows, you're good. Friends, family, strangers, how are you? Today's video is going to be a scooch different than normal. I am working on a pretty nice Buzz-on. You know what else I'm working on right now? A full-length feature film for you to enjoy. I was going to try to like stay up all night and finish it and stuff, but here's the problem when that happens. Let's sit in the thinking chair and talk this out real quick. Here's the problem when that happens. When that happens, my friends, then you run the risk of the video kind of like lacking little details that are adding to the funniness or adding to the compellingness that makes you want to watch harder, more hardcore. So therefore, I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and sit at the Resolute desk in the Oval Office and let's just address the nation tonight. Let's go ahead and say exactly what's going on. And what's going on is I woke up late. I did not feel like getting in front of a camera. I thought there's got to be something in there. I can fucking slap on the bread and throw some mayonnaise on there and just whip up to you as a fresh made sandwich. And oh gosh, sorry about that. I had to turn off my editing program, which was rendering a rough draft of chapter 3 of said feature film, because I needed these certain clips to kind of be presented in the same frame. Okay, but anyways, what happened was the editor was done and it was playing it because it's set up like on autoplay. So anyways, back to what you were talking about. I just thought I'd go ahead and just say, hey, I slept in. Then I was tinkering around on the old D-Nation hard drive looking for something that I wanted to put up, but I didn't want to like, there's days where you shoot, there's days where you edit, there's days where you're behind and you shoot and then edit, and then there's days when you just go in and find something from back in the day that's like half edited already, and then you do some fine tweaking on it, then you realize like all of chapter 3 and 4 has not even been touched yet. So you have to finish that and figure that out and edit it and put your wiener in it and all these different things. And it becomes a pain in the chesta. We have a problem. However, Squid Game Season 3 has dropped today. And I want to see that, okay? You think I'm entertaining? Nah, I'm not. There's more entertaining things out there. And I want to watch one of them tonight. I'm not really sure how many episodes in I'll make it, because it's a big commitment. But earlier today, I finished up season 2 of the Squid Game. Went ahead and watched the tail end of the last episode just to kind of fry the mind. And that happened. So then it was like, now what? I should probably get the video working, see what I'm going to post today, because I have made a promise to you to put one out every single effing day. Got some jaw pain. Got some TMJ. Whatever that stands for. Tuberculosis jaw. Tuberculosis mononucleosis jaw. TMJ. It means your jaw locks up is all it means. I don't know. I'm not a history teacher. I'm just saying. But it is already 9 p. I think it would be in our best interest for me to go ahead and just, like I said, get in the Oval Office, address the nation directly. That way we're not up all night trying to scramble to get a video going prior to 7 a.m. Once upon a time, I posted on Friday the 13th. Crazy, odd, strange occurrences that happened on Friday the 13th. In very similar fashion to when I would do This Day in History stuff, which was either beginning of this year or beginning of last year. I don't even remember. And I didn't think I would have it rendered and ready by 7. And if I did, then it wouldn't upload completely by 7. So I actually posted a little like scrolling video that said, sound check, we can't open the doors yet because the band wants to sound really good. So therefore you're being delayed just a scooch. That way we can sound really good for you when we go on stage. But no one clicked on that and viewed that. That video went live at 7. The video I was making, Strangest Occurrences on Friday the 13th, went up and was ready about 7:05 a.m. But come 7:05 a.m., no one had clicked on either one. So no one showed up. But just in case they did, I was ready with a please hold, please wait message. That's how dedicated to this craft I am on certain nights. You know, today I zoned out hardcore as fuck. You know, your mom came over and she did a snap a blow off my anus. And I farted and blew the cocaine all up in her face and stuff. And we got a huge belly laugh out of it. Everyone thought it was funny. Father Thomas from the church was here and he was laughing too. And we just all enjoyed that funny moment. And then we got, to snapping back White Claws and everything. So we lost track of time. And like I said, it's 9:02 p.m. right now. And do I want to stay up all night again? Fine-tuning this new video? Yes, if you were a paid member. But since you're not, and since no one gives a fuck, and since no one watches around 7 a.m. anyways, I thought, you know what? Today is a cheat day for me. I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to go ahead and put this one over in tomorrow's pile. So this morning, today, you get this monstrosity that you're watching right now. But don't worry, I'm going to go back in the editing chamber. I'm going to get this video looking nice and sharp just for you. And I think that's it. I could post this project that I'm talking about in the morning whenever I get around to it, around 9 in the morning or something, and then delete this, but this has value as well, right? We're talking, we're learning about each other, and we're trying to get a feel for when two dogs meet each other, they sniff each other's asses more than once. So this is like a follow-up sniff. You know what I mean? You lifted your tail, and I took a chance to kind of get in there and take a sniff again, even though we've met before. Right? It's just what dogs do, and you're my dog, you know what I'm saying? And then you dropped a big fat fudge dragon on the carpet when no one was home, and I went and smelled that because, I've sniffed your ass before, but I haven't necessarily fully smelled and enjoyed a fresh turd from you. So this is that experience. So I'm not going to erase this. I'm going to let this video ride out for the day, okay? Because what do I say? You get what you paid for. And in this case, you ain't paying for shit. But I love you for real. And I thank you for being the average 13. You know, on average, there's about 13 clicks for all my videos. Hey, I'll take it. The average view time on my videos is about a minute. So think about that. So if you watch all my videos and you watch the whole thing, you are the one or two who extend that average view time to a minute 13 seconds or whatever. If it wasn't for you, the average view time would be like 14 seconds. So on average, my videos are watched about my videos get about 13 clicks, meaning someone hit the play button 13 times for sure. And then if you look at the overall average view time, it's about 13 minutes. So I put out videos. Well, yesterday it was like over an hour and a half or some shit, almost 2 hours sometimes, or once in a while I'll put out a 5-hour long compilation. And by the way, the compilations of I Took a Shit are freaking funny. I don't know why you wouldn't watch them and laugh your ass off. I think it's funnier than all the other scam baiting videos on the internet. I don't scam bait anybody. Every single Gloria Eugene Steadfast Water video where I'm like, hello, what are you calling for there? And I'm fucking with scammers. Every single one have been a received phone call. I have never once called a scammer. Okay? My shit is so genuine and so reactionary. It puts all the other bullshit to shame. You know, I've never once called for content and did elaborate anything. I just fuck with them when they call me. Come on. It's pretty funny, right? I laugh my ass off when I go back and watch some of those I Took a Shit compilations. And the reason they're called I Took a Shit is because in the very beginning, when I started getting scam calls, like the first call or second call I ever got, I just randomly said, I took a shit while they were in the middle of talking. And it was just funny. And it got a big pop from the audience. So I labeled the whole series that. Now we're on part I think next month in July will be when part 14 of I Took a Shit goes up. So we're doing one every month now. They got fancy numbers. And speaking of take a shit, I think I got to go take a beer shit. Friends, family, strangers, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is all the fuck you're getting today. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. You know what I mean? So the love is there, but the dedication is only there about 13 out of 14 days. Whew. So why don't you go back into your room, play with your toys or play with your balls or whatever the case may be. I am going to settle in for the night. I'm going to edit a little bit more. I'm probably going to close out for the night, watch some Squid Game season 3. I can't do that. Hang on. I can do it with this finger, this hand better. And then I'm going to rest up. Then I'm going to get up bright and on the fresh, and I'm going to finish up that video, that epic feature film I was telling you about. Okay? So, with that being said, already, I gotta go. Just for now, don't worry. Don't fucking worry. I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning, Lord willing. If the soap comes out of this dispenser, then I will continue my video career. But if it doesn't, then this is the last video you'll ever see of me, okay? Oh, that was some P. Diddy shit right there. I gotta go and wash this off. But you have a good one. Don't worry. Like I said, I'll be back with you with that feature that I've been talking about. It's funny. It has some funny parts. It's kind of like me being a disgruntled consumer and bitching about it. And I shot it like 2 years ago, but it's still, you need to watch it. It'll give you a little chuckle, okay? You'll get that fresh in your stocking because you've been a good boy. So I'm going to put that in your stocking, and you'll have that on Christmas morning, which is when? Tomorrow morning, like always, 7 days a week at 7 a.m. So I'll see you here tomorrow morning. But until then, please don't be like me today. Don't be a douche.